When you hear the first few chords of a record, you can tell that it's gonna be a banger. This track is taking me on another planet right now. It's taking me on another planet right now. Oh, chill baby, don't go away. Hey, chill baby. Hey, yo, that hook was very, very catchy, man. Hey. Yeah. Woo! Yo! It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back again with another video. This is not a drill. LANA is available to stream right now. I can't even cap. I thought that this project wasn't coming out. There's been a build up to this project for a while now, and finally we got the confirmation from SZA herself that this was actually dropping this week. But even then, I said, you know what? Let me just chill. Let me not just get too excited and think that it's actually gonna drop, because SZA's done stuff like this before. So I said, nah, not me. I ain't gonna get caught out like I did before. This week suggested that this was actually gonna drop on Friday, and come Friday morning, because obviously I'm in the UK, you know, and I'm a British citizen, if you can't tell by my accent. If an album comes out at 12 AM in America, it normally comes out at 5 AM UK time. Obviously, when I woke up this morning around like 6, 7 AM, I looked on my phone and I didn't see the album. I went on socials just to find out what the issue was, and SZA had put out a post basically saying that the album's still coming out today, as in Friday, but it's slightly running behind schedule because there are a few mixes that need to be sorted out, which I kind of think is a bit mad, by the way. Can you imagine on the day that your project is going to be released, you're still sorting out mixes? You know, that reminded me of Kanye. You know, I'm a big Kanye fan, but Kanye does this shit all the time. He does the same shit, and it just gave me PTSD. So I said to myself, listen, nah, it's not coming out today, bro. It's not coming out. As the day went past today, still nothing. You know, just an hour ago or something like that, Punch from TDE sent out an SOS basically saying that the album's still coming out, and it will be with us shortly, and basically he was trying to take the blame for it. Whoever's fault it was, it's not really a good look, is it? But finally we have the album in our possessions. I'm really, really excited to get into this one. LANA is an extension of SOS. It's supposed to be a deluxe version, but I want to hear how close to SOS this project actually sounds, because even though it's an extension of SOS, for me it just seems like not a different project, but it just seems like it's its own sort of body of work, if that makes sense. This deluxe version of SOS is surprisingly very long. Typically, deluxe versions of albums don't tend to be more than 5, 6, 7 songs, and this is literally 15 songs. This is a whole ass album, ladies and gentlemen. This is a whole ass album. She did say that for the recording sessions for SOS, she recorded like over 100 songs, so it kind of does make sense. I do find it kind of surprising that there's that many songs on this deluxe, but listen, who's complaining, right? I ain't complaining. The more SZA we get, the better, you understand? Yeah, she's been carrying R&B, alternative R&B for a while now, and she's incredibly dope artist. So listen, the more music we get from her, the better, because when you think about it, you know, SZA's not really put out a lot of music over the years. Listen, by SOS, this is on her second album in like what like 7, 8 years. That is crazy. So I'm not gonna talk for too much longer. I just want to get into this. I want to dissect it. But before I do, guys, I need everybody that watches this video to like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you're not subscribed to our channel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button right now. We just hit 5K subscribers, you know, and we're trying to get to 6K by the end of the year. So guys, listen, help us, you know, get to that milestone. We'll be forever grateful, man. Let's get into this. This is LANA. Let's go, man. Let's go. Back from the rip, like I said, this is 15 tracks long. I'm seeing that this has a runtime of about 30 to 40 something minutes. I've already seen a couple of the features on here. You got Kendrick Lamar, which is dope. Two of my favorite artists on one track together. And maybe there might be more in it, but they're hidden. But listen, and obviously just quickly touching on the album cover as well, man. Listen, SZA, you do you, girl. You do you. If I'm being completely honest, I prefer the other versions that she shared of like the album cover. Like there was one where she was literally, looks like she was in the middle of a forest, and she had leaves. She was naked and she had leaves covering her body. I think that one was dope. And if it was up to me, I would have gone with that one. I feel like that album cover is much better. But SZA decided to go with the one that we see in front of us now. And like I said, man, doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea. Just as long as the music's great, right? Do you know what I'm saying? This looks kind of creepy. I can't even lie to you, man. It looks kind of creepy, but listen, that's why SZA is, you know, the artist that she is, and this is why I'm here, you know? So yeah, man, it's all good. Without further ado, let's play the first track, which is called No More Hiding. Let's go. That flute that's being played in the background, man, sounds so beautiful. Sounds like it's taking me on a journey right now. I can't even lie to you. That flute is absolutely beautiful. That was No More Hiding. That was a pretty interesting track, man. Do you know what it is? That track made me feel like SZA was trying to break free of something. I felt like that track was taking me on a journey to healing, because of the soothing instrumentals that I heard in the background, man. Like, you know, this is a song that you could probably meditate to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And just, you know, catching some of the lyrics that I heard from SZA, seems like she just wants to. She doesn't want to, you know, act up anymore. She wants to take the mask off, and she wants to heal, essentially. She doesn't want to pretend anymore, man. And I think I saw something, it was either an interview or something that SZA did recently, and she basically was talking about LANA and what we could expect from this project. And she basically said that she wants to kind of let go of all of the toxicity and all of the drama, and she wants to begin the healing process because she's accumulated a lot of baggage over the years, which we've heard on her two previous projects. So she wants to begin the point of trying to now heal, trying to break free of everything that's been holding her back, everything that's been holding her down. I definitely get that message from the sonics and just the lyrics of this record, man. And yeah, man, it was very soothing, bro. Like very, very soothing, man. Man, that song was dope, man, for real. I fuck with that track. Track number 2 is called What Do I Do? Ooh. That's deep. Last night you called by accident. Heard you fucking on the other end. Oof. Listen, that must be. Imagine. You know, I haven't personally done it myself, but I know a couple of guys that's happened to, and let's just say yeah. Shortly after that, they weren't with their partners anymore. But that's brutal, man. But men are sloppy, man. Listen, I've got to say how it is. Like, you know, I've got to speak up for my species. Men can be very sloppy. Men can be very sloppy, like for real. Fucking on the other end. Listen, oh, that was What Do I Do? SZA was talking her shit on that record. And listen, as much as I want to see SZA heal and I want to see her, you know, go through that process where she ain't making toxic R&B no more, I can't lie. This is SZA's bag. I can't lie to you. This is her bag, man. When she's talking like this, at this point in her life, man, it seems like she's over it. She's over the bullshit. And she's not trying to, obviously, you know, she's trying to protect her self-worth essentially. And yeah, man, like I said, man, growth, you know. I'm seeing some growth from SZA already, 2 tracks in. But yeah, that was bumping, man. That was jumpy. That was groovy, for real. Like, that was a bop, man. That was an absolute bop. That's definitely gonna get another spin. So track number 3, listen, I'm already smiling, man, because like I said, 2 of my favorite artists linking up together. Listen, that SZA and Kendrick Lamar combo is deadly, bro. Like, it is deadly. Like, I don't think they've missed once on a record together. I think all the tracks that they've had together have been really great songs. So I'm expecting this to carry on the trend. See, Kendrick, you know, listen, we don't really need to say much on him. Like, he's just absolutely had a phenomenal year. And obviously they just collaborated with each other on Kendrick's new album G and X. They collaborated on 2 or 3 songs, I think. So yeah, man, looks like Kendrick has returned the favor. So let's see how this one sounds, man. I have high expectations for this record, for real. This is 30 for 30, track number 3. One thing that's really underrated about SZA is the fact that she can actually flow, man. Like, she can flow, bro. Like, I've heard on enough records where she's rapping and she's in that bag and she sounds pretty good. You know what I'm saying? She sounds pretty good. She can probably give a lot of these rappers a run for their money, like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when she decides to go in that little rapping bag, she can actually flow, for real. Ooh. Bro, look at these flows that she's adopting. I mean, come on, man. Listen, what? You need to take that back. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Yes. Come on. Hey.
Cuter than you. So you on your cycle, but you on this period too. The tables been turning so much, I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of a mistake, and it wasn't way too.
That was 30 for 30 with Kendrick Lamar, and listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that was a good record, but I don't think it was as good as some of their recent collaborations or even their previous collaborations. I don't want to say the worst out of all the tracks that I've heard both of them on together, but it certainly wasn't the best. But it was still a good song in my opinion. But I think with me, I just have real high expectations whenever I hear Kendrick and SZA on a record, innit? And for me, it didn't really give me, like, you know, I don't know, man. It didn't give me that feeling of, oof, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? You have to just be kind, because they've given us so many great records, as a duo over the years. So this maybe fell a bit flat to me, but like I said, it was still a good record. And obviously Kendrick did his thing, and SZA was flowing on the record, man. So track number 4 is called Diamond Boy. Oof. When you hear the first few chords of a record, you can tell that it's gonna be a banger. When you just hear the first few chords, the first few keys, you just know it's going to be a banger. And this is what this record is giving me. I know it's only been 5 seconds, and I might, towards the end of the song, I might end up eating my words, but this is sounding like one of the best records on here so far, man. Says you better let them vocals go, girl. Yeah. SZA is such a technically gifted singer, you know. Technically gifted vocalist. Honestly, like, to do what she does, it's not easy, man. Like, it's not easy because she has such a unique voice, and a unique style that like it's just not easy doing what she does, man. But she makes it look so effortless, man, and she is riding on this beat, boy. Oof. That was Diamond Boy, and I can't lie to you, that is my favorite record so far. That was an absolute slam dunk, and that record as well was beautifully arranged, man. Beautifully arranged. Yeah, that record's the one. See, I told you, bro. The first 5 seconds, I said I could hear it, that this was gonna be one of them ones, and yeah, it certainly didn't disappoint. Hey, that is going to be on repeat. That is going to be on repeat for real. Like, SZA was singing on that record, man. Like, she was singing, man. She sounded so good, and the production on that one. Listen, yeah, boy. So track number 5 is called BMF. Ooh. Can't lie, I did not expect that, man. This is sounding more poppy. It's not sounding how I envisioned the song. That's all I'm gonna say. But do you know what it is? I like being caught by surprise. I like being caught by surprise, man. And just as long as the record's good, yeah, no bad surprises, only good surprises. But yeah, like, you know, SZA, do your thing. Let's hear it. And you know what? That was very different, but not different in a bad way. Not different. And you know, it's refreshing to hear SZA talk about the positive side of love for once. You know, listen, we all wanna see SZA happy, innit? I know some people don't want to see her happy because, you know, some people say that the best music, especially when it comes to R&B, is made when, you know, the artist is dealing with heartbreak, and that is somewhat true. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, you can make some fire-ass music, yeah. There's a list of evidence to show how many artists have made fire-ass music when they're heartbroken, or they're sad. Like, listen, there is something to that, but at the same time, You know, we don't want to see our favorite artists be, you know, sad and depressed forever. Like, we want to see them in love. We want to see them happy. And like I said, man, it's refreshing to hear this side of SZA. And this is showing her versatility, which she showed in parts in SOS. Some of the records that obviously are on that album are like more leaning towards country, folk, even pop. She definitely tapped into that bag. And I think she done it well, man. And again, like I like to see an artist try new things and not just stick in the same lane. That's how you evolve as an artist. That's how you stop remaining stagnant, when you at least try and do things that you're not used to. And that's what I appreciate about SZA's artistry, man. She's always trying to do something different, especially, you know, from her last album until now. Be real, this is not really the side of SZA that, you know, draws me like in. But again, I can appreciate it, and again, I don't think it's a bad song. I don't think it's a bad song. I actually think it was well produced, and I actually think it does sound good in parts. But yeah, like I prefer Diamond Boy SZA. Do you know what I'm saying? Track number 6 is called Scorsese, Baby Daddy. Let's see how this one sounds. Those guitars, those drums and those electric guitars that I hear on the production, man, sounding really good, man. Sounding really bouncy. Yeah. So that was Scorsese, Baby Daddy. And you know what? Again, I love it when, personally, when SZA gets in her like more rock influenced bag. And I'm very much a fan of alternative R&B, like Miguel, Frank Ocean, those type of artists, Solange, them like some of my favorite artists, period. And they are what you call more alternative R&B. They're not like contemporary R&B. I'm one of the SZA fans that actually appreciate when she does tracks like this. And yeah, man, this was actually a good record. Like, this was actually a good record. I can see myself playing this again and going back to it. And I like the versatility that SZA has shown, or is showing us through this stage in her career. It's really dope to see, man. Really dope. So track number 7 is called Love Me For Me. That beat switch, that underlay is cold. This beat switch is wow. Totally switched the vibe of the record. Production wise, Love Me For Me is one of the best I've heard so far, along with Diamond Boy, and even the first track as well. I like the production on the first track. It sounded very good on the ear, and yeah, I think this is one of the strongest records that I've heard so far. Definitely, I would put it in one of my favorite categories so far, and even just the message behind the track, man. Love Me For Me. You know, she gave a shout out to her pops and her mom during the beginning half of this record, man. And you know, it's kind of interesting because I've heard SZA in the past talk about how she knows that she has a complicated brain, and she may not be the easiest to love. So it just seems like she's just crying out for whoever, whether that's a partner, you know, whether that's a friend, for them to love her for who she is. And that's what essentially we all want at the end of the day. Like, we're all just like, you know, we're all complicated beings out here, and some of us may not be the easiest to love, but we just want somebody, we want people around us that's just going to love us for who we are, understand that we're flawed, understand that, you know, we may be different, but they just love us for who we are as people. And there's nothing more satisfying than that, to be honest with you. Like, there's nothing more satisfying having people around you that just love you for you. You don't have to be anyone else. You don't have to strive to be anyone else. You understand what I'm saying? You can just be you, and they love you for you. So it seems like obviously SZA is talking to whoever she's talking to on the record, and she's just asking them to love her for who she is. But yeah, no, that's again another positive message, man, for real. Another positive message. But yeah, like I really like that record, man. The next track is track number 8, and it's called Chill Baby. I like the hook. Hook is catchy. Chill baby, don't go away. Hey, chill baby. Hey, yo, that hook was very, very catchy, man. Hey, listen, it's stuck in my head now, man. It's stuck in my head. Hey, but yeah. That record was cold. SZA getting in her, you know, her rapping bag, man. And I feel like this is now becoming not a signature, but it's becoming one of the strong points of her artistry. There are many layers to SZA, and I feel like, you know, that rapping ability from her wasn't really showcased until probably SOS. I feel like that's when she got a lot more confident to kind of get on a record and, you know, start spitting. And I feel like she's definitely improved, man. And I feel like she can only get stronger, because what I'm hearing so far, all of the records that she's kind of, you know, had that flow and had that cadence and sort of rapped on, they all sound really, really good, man. So I feel like this could be something that moving forward she adopts more regularly, because yeah, it's sounding real good right now. And man, that's a fire track, man. That's instantly gonna become one of my favorites. So track number 9 is called My Turn. That was My Turn. And again, like I said, man, throughout this album, it seems like SZA is fighting back. She ain't taking no shit no more. She's in a healing phase. I definitely felt every lyric that she was singing, and that's the thing about SZA. She can bring out a certain emotion and you believe her. Like, you believe when she's pissed off, you believe when she's sad, and that is the sign of a great artist, when they're able to invoke that emotion and you're able to feel it. You may not be able to relate to that situation, you know, because what SZA's talking about in this record hasn't personally happened to me, but but it's like you feel like it's happened to you because the way that she's conveying the message, man, and the way that, you know, she's able to express herself, man. You believe her. There's been a number of artists that I've listened to over the years where like I've heard them sing or I've heard them rap and I'm like, yo, you're I don't believe what you're saying. You're capping. You understand? Like you didn't go through that, you know. But with SZA, like you can literally believe everything that she's saying because of the way she sings it. She's just turning the tables now, man. You know, it's my turn to do the hurting. It's your turn for you to feel the burden. Yeah, like she's flipping it back on them, you know? She's flipping it back on them, and good for you, SZA, man. Good for you. So track number 10 is called Crybaby. Oh. This track is taking me on another planet right now. It's taking me on another planet right now. So that was Crybaby, and I can't lie, that track is gonna get you in your feelings, bro. That's one of them ones where you play it and you're just instantly in your feelings. That's gonna be a fan favorite, I can already tell, man. That is gonna be, and you know what? Coming to even think about it, how the hell did this not make it on the main album? How the hell did this not make it on SOS? If this track was on SOS, it would have been instantly a fan favorite, instantly one of the most streamed records on there. So it begs the question, SZA, how the hell did this not make it on SOS? So were you trying to hold this back from us? Like, were you just trying to hold this back from us on purpose? Like, you know, there's not really much I can say. Like, that was like, it was like I was floating, man. Like, it's like that record was from another planet. Like, I don't know what that record had in it. I don't know if it had a bit of weed in it or just like shrooms or whatever, but I just felt like I was floating, man. And add that to my favorites pile, for real. That track was, boy. boy. Track number 11 is called Kitchen. Wow. I don't know if that says his vocals, but it just sounds very angelic, man. It sounds like she's talking or she's singing from like the heavens above, man. Like, is that even SZA on the vocals or is that someone else? That might still be SZA, but yeah, it like her voice is different. Vocally, they've done something different to her voice, which makes it sound like she's speaking or singing from heaven, for real. Kitchen, and on my days, man, I'm loving the confidence from SZA. Like, it just seems like she just finally realized that she is the prize, and that she knows that her source is on a different level. And again, you can hear it on these records, man. She just sounds so confident. She sounds like she's finding herself, and it's coming across in the music, man. And yeah, that record, honestly, if that record, yeah, you know, gets played in heaven, I would not be surprised, because it just sounded very, very angelic. Honestly, it felt like it was coming from the heavens above, man. It felt like it was composed. What I'm trying to say, from heaven, and it's come all the way down to earth, you know. And yeah, that was honestly. I don't know if there was another vocalist on this record along with SZA, but if there was, they complemented each other so well. And track number 12 is actually an interlude, and it's called "Get Behind Me."
No, I know you don't fuck with me. You don't gotta say it, bitch. I can feel it. I can feel it, bitch. I feel energies when I see shit, bitch. I know you don't fuck with me. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. You are the devil, bitch.
Yes, SZA with the words of affirmation. None of these bitches, none of these niggas are breaking me down. And hey, that was quite, like I said, a different instrumental that I've heard SZA on ever, probably in her career. Like I thought it sounded a bit Afrobeaty, you know? It sounded a bit Afrobeaty, but I'm here for it. And you know what? The other day I was saying I can't remember who I was saying it to, but like I want, you know, I feel like SZA can do a Thames, and she can help on Afro beats, like Afro beats, Afro R&B, however you want to call it. And I think she would absolutely kill it. So probably that's what I want to see SZA on next. Yeah, track number 13 is called Drive. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yo, Sis, I just think you need to quit singing and be a full-time rapper, you know, because honestly, she can slide more than a lot of these rap dudes now in the music industry. I'm not even capping, man. For real, do you see the flow, bro? Like, come on. Come on. Just driving. Yeah, so SZA had to slow it right down for us, man. Do you know what I mean? And this is, like I said, this is SZA's bag, man. This is her signature. And SZA doesn't even need a lot of things going on in the track in terms of, like, from a production standpoint in order to shine. You can just give her, you know, simple guitar chords, you know, a backdrop, and she'll kill it. And this is exactly what she did on this record, man. That's this SZA, man. This is SZA's bag, man. When she gets in this bag, no one's competing with her. No one's competing with her. Absolute fire record. So track number 14 is the penultimate track off of this deluxe project, and it's called Another Life. was Another Life, man. And yeah, that was a pretty decent record. I'm not gonna lie to you, not one of my favorites, but again, I can appreciate the record for what it is. I definitely appreciate the composition of the record and just even the message behind it, man. And again, SZA sang this so beautifully, as she's done throughout the entirety of this deluxe album and even just the main album SOS, man. Like, SZA's vocal abilities are truly underrated, man. Like, don't get it twisted, man. She's one of the best vocalists out right now and one of the most unique vocalists out right now. No one sounds like SZA, and that's what makes her stand out. It's the last track on this album, Saturn. I think a lot of us have already heard this track. I think she released this record either early this year or last year. I can't remember what it was. But it's a dope record, man, and what a way to finish off this this project. So just for the sake of this album reaction, we're gonna listen to it again. Why not? It's a great track. So this is Saturn, track number 15. Guys, so that was LANA, and obviously we just heard the last track of the album, which is Saturn, which a lot of us should have heard by now. And yeah, first thing I will say, just right off the rip, I don't know how some of these songs that I heard didn't make it on to SOS, man, because I feel like they could have literally slid right in their pause, and it would have obviously not even given life to SOS, but added something valuable to the album. But I guess obviously SZA wanted to hold a couple of the records back for this deluxe project, which, you know, I can see the sense in it. I can see the sense in it because it definitely you know, enhanced the listening experience, you know, for me, and I'm sure other listeners. But again, what I will say is that this is a well-rounded deluxe project. Doesn't sound too dissimilar from SOS. Like I said, I think this is more of an extension off of SOS, but I was just very intrigued to hear whether this was a completely different vibe that we're gonna get from SOS, but it similarly sort of stays on the same path, which is not a bad thing. I actually think it's a good thing. I think, again, this is a deluxe project. This is not meant to be a separate project from SOS. So I feel like, you know, if you adopt that formula, then this is sort of the perfect remedy for that. But yeah, man, listen, what can I say? What can I say about SZA? She's a generational talent, honestly. She's a generational talent. Just hoping that she's going to be more consistent with her releases now. Like, I don't want to wait 7-8 years for another project, SZA, man. You need to keep them, you know, coming. And listen, Top Dog and Punch, I hope you guys are hearing this, you know. Don't hold her back. Let her go, man. Let her go. Let her release music because we need more SZA. This project has definitely shown me some growth from SZA, and I'm excited to hear what she comes with next. I feel like, you know, she's definitely gonna hit us with something different, man. Content that's a lot more mature, lyrics that are a lot more mature. I feel like, again, she's getting into the space in her life where she's healing and she's learning to obviously, you know, love herself, and she's discovering herself again, which, you know, can only bring us, you know, great music. So again, I'm excited to hear what she has for us in the future. But yeah, man, this was a great project, bar a couple records where I thought like they weren't really, you know, didn't really add anything, you understand, to the project. And to be honest with you, if those couple records weren't on here, it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. So, you know, Bar a couple of filler tracks, I feel like this was a great deluxe project, man. And what a way to end what's been an incredible year for music. And yeah, man, like I said, I'm excited to hear what SZA comes out with next. Guys, let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section below. Interact with me, and I promise to obviously reply back to as much comments as I possibly can. And yeah, man, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace. Love.